Okay, let me show you how I would do it. There are definitely, anytime you're writing functions, there are multiple ways to do it. So it's likely that your way and my way are going to be a little different. Okay, first thing I want to do is give it a name, followed by the def keyword. I'll call it divisible by 3. And inside parentheses, I want it should be an integer actually. So I'm gonna put integer. I can't actually write int because that's a keyword in Python. Okay. There's not really a way to determine if decimals are divisible by 3. And then I need to go ahead and like make the decision. So what are the two scenarios? Well, I want to do the number mod 3 just to show you here with another text cell. If I put like 6 mod 3, wait, I wanted a code cell, sorry. You can run that, but it's not going to give you output. Okay, to get output, you need to put it in a coding cell. That's actually a common error using notebooks. And you get 0. Okay, so it should be 0 if there's no remainder. All right, that is divisible by 3. Otherwise, you get something else. You don't get 0. Okay, so if the number mod 3 is 0, then it is divisible by 3. Otherwise, it isn't. That's the math that I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. And now let's put it in there. And by the way, what I just did underneath, I would highly encourage that type of thing, which is, before just like writing the function out, explore a little experiment, make sure that, what you put in does deliver what you expect, because it really helps. See, now when I do this, I can say if, well, now I look at the cell underneath, and that would be my input. It's the 6 or the 7. So if integer mod 3, and then see if it's equivalent to 0. That's the double equal sign. So if it's equivalent to 0, then colon. By the way, I sometimes send these to variables, but you can also just do the return twice. I want to return, let's say, see, this is the thing, you so often want f strings, because you could say it's divisible by 3, but it's nicer to say like the actual integer. So I'm going to do an f string, and then write, start it off with the squigglies, integer is divisible by 3. Great. Otherwise, it's not. So again, when I press return, it's lined up with the return. I want to be backspace with the else. Else, I don't add anything to that. It's not an else if. Put in the colon, and then return, press return, and then another return. I'm basically going to do the same thing, but I want to say integer is not divisible by 3. Okay. Sad face. Okay, so that's my function. Will it work? I don't know. I just coded it. I've got to test it. So press shift enter to run it. It didn't get an error. I don't need this anymore, so I can write over it. So I don't know. Sometimes it can be helpful to leave it. Either way, I think is okay. I'll just add in a coding cell. And now I'm going to call it. So get in here, divisible by 3. And I could try those two numbers. I could try different numbers. So 12 is divisible by 3. So let's see, do I get the desired output? Yes. Awesome. Isn't that satisfying when you write code and it works? It's like really satisfying. It says something that's meaningful too. Do another code cell, and now I want to try it with a number that's not like 11. 11 is not divisible by 3. You could try even something weird if you want, like what if I put 11.4? Well, it's okay, right? Because it's why? Because it actually brings up an interesting question. What is 11.4 mod 3? Like what is the output? I don't know that I know this. Funicide, you gotta try funicides if they come up. 11.4 mod, it's not telling us mod 3. Okay, so it does some kind of a weird thing here. Um, or is that just regular division? Man, chase this rabbit down the hole a little bit longer. Let's find out together. Yes, you know, because it's like doing like a remainder thing. It's like the remainder is 2, but then they're taking the point 4. So Python does have a way of doing it. I can tell you that in my experience, I don't know of like a standard way where decimals use the modulus operator, but maybe it's out there. So you learn weird stuff and useful stuff. Okay, job well done.